A few weeks ago, I did an inspection of my friend Mercedes's Class C RV that she purchased brand new, and promised you that I was going to do a video about how to deal with the dealer when you're buying an RV. I'm going to be posting that video this week coming up, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to share this video of Susan's problem, and then once we post those videos, you will see the next video, which is some things that you have to look out for when you're buying from the dealer. Today we're going to talk with Susan, who purchased a Newmar Base Sport, and all of the problems that she's had with this new RV.
I've got news for you, and things I want to pursue. Oh, I'm jumping up Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro.
Susan's going to show us what the problem is right now.
This whole wall
is a slide out all the way to where the kitchen is, right?
Right.
Okay, all right. So what's the problem you're having
So
here?
the problem is right in this corner. When I move it out, there's wood shavings and little tiny metal pieces that are all over the floor in a pile.
Right.
And I don't feel it should be. And I mentioned it a long time ago to the dealership. And they said that it was probably just shavings that was left over from whatever work they were doing.
And you cleaned it, and then it's still happening?
I've taken pictures, and I've saved them. I've saved all the shavings. I would say probably the shavings, probably about 99.9%. But there's that 1% I don't get anything when I open the slide. So I don't know if I'm going to get anything in opening
Right,
the
let's
slide.
see what happens. Did they say anything about why it is? It's just because you keep telling them it's happening. So obviously it's not.
They're just coming up with the excuses. It was probably just left over.
So where are the shavings? Over here on this side? Oh, down here when you move it? Okay, so you're going to open the slide now. There's nothing behind. There's nothing next to you. So there's a little bit of things there. Yeah, there's a little bit of shavings
there's a
there.
little bit right there.
Yeah, as it goes further out, you see more of it there. Yeah, there's a lot over here.
Well, that's very little
So
compared to...
yeah, to some of the times that you've dealt with this. So here's some more shavings. And what about the other side of the slide out? On this side over here, do you have the same problem? I see a little bit of shavings here.
Well, it's just that one little slide right there.
I'm not so sure because I see shavings over here too.
This is 2 times of accumulation.
Oh yeah, that's wood shavings. But there's something that's not balanced with the slide out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not balanced.
Yeah, that's all the shavings that she has.
Twice. These are just 2 accumulations. That's it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. There's
That is
definitely
a lot.
something that has to be maintained here for some reason that's going on.
Right.
Bring them down when you go to talk to them.
Yes. That's
for
why
evidence.
I'm saving it, and I got the pictures and everything because I took pictures of it before I even
Right.
put it
And
in
they
the
keep
bag.
giving you the runaround. Okay. So what are
The
the other?
dealership does.
The dealership does.
Yeah.
So now, what's the other problems that you've been having other than that?
Whole list here
You have a problem with the kitchen sink too?
under the sink, but I called Newmar, who is the manufacturer.
Right.
And I explained to him, and he said no. He said those couplings were not tightened down to begin with in order to have that kind of corrosion in such a short period of time.
Right.
So somewhere at the factory,
They didn't do
they
the right
didn't
thing.
do that right. So that's going to be checked when I get to the factory.
Right.
If they have to replace the couplings and go through there and make sure everything is tightened,
Right.
But I'm still getting, not all the time now like it was, but I am still getting sometimes a little bit of a stream.
Uh-oh.
You
Even
know.
now after you had it repaired? Oh, then you
Not-
definitely have to get that fixed.
Yeah, but it's not all the time like it was before.
Yeah. You
Still
should
should-
not have a leak at all. Right.
And when I first bought this unit, I don't remember the gentleman that took me through it and showed me everything.
Mm-hmm.
Crash course. And we're standing there, and the floor was all getting flooded. And he noticed, and he goes, oh. And he went outside, and he said, I know exactly what it is. And something wasn't tightened up back there, so the refrigerator was leaking
Uh-oh.
underneath.
Okay, so you're still having that problem
So
now?
once in a while, I still get a leak that comes out in a small stream. What that is, I don't know. It's not all the time, but it still needs to be checked out.
Okay.
I mean, that's not right.
But yeah, no, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Especially if he already knew that it had that problem.
Yeah, I had to have the whole new unit of the jacks replaced because I was going down the highway and the lights were going off, like the jacks want to go down.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's a little unnerving, thinking
Of course.
jacks are going to come down. You're going 55, 60 miles an hour down, and you're thinking the jacks are going to come down on you, and then you're just going to do a cartwheel. You know,
Right.
What's going to happen? But the problem is they had to replace the whole unit there.
Okay.
So now I'm not having that problem anymore.
But they don't
I
go
still
up
don't
all the
think
way.
Those jacks go all the way up like they should.
Okay, we need to
I
find
think
out
those are
about
way
that.
too. Also, the drawer and the cupboard latches, they're forever breaking.
The cupboard here, like in the kitchen?
Let me show you. This is a classic example of this doesn't hold. So when
Oh, so you're driving, this swings open.
it swings
and it's
open,
got glass
and
on
I'm
it.
afraid that it's going to smash and then break.
Yeah.
And I don't know when it swung open until I open this door and I scare myself
Oh
because I'm
my
looking
God.
at myself. I go, "Who's here?" You know.
Oh,
so
you don't even
anyway.
hear it when it swings open?
No.
Oh, wow.
So,
Well, yeah.
And then this.
Oh, another one.
Now
That's
this
just,
has this. See the latches
yeah,
break,
it's supposed to attach.
and there's nothing. See,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It
Oh,
doesn't
so that's another
See,
one that
now
swings
this is what it's
open.
supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, mine has that too.
Yeah, but see, these are always.
But this slide is in, so that's why it hasn't. The drawers haven't come out because the slide is in. But of course, you want to have this fixed.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
The front door also
Front
has
door
a
right
problem.
here, I don't think it's plumbed correctly, and I think it's off. And the reason why I'm saying is, you know, when we had that wind, I could stand right here and I feel the Arctic wind coming through from here down and under. And I don't think I should be feeling that. And it makes it very cold in here.
From this area here, she feels a draft that comes in, so this door might not be level. The driver's seat has a problem.
I have made mention to the dealership. I don't think this seat is going to be that wobbly.
What about this one? Is this
It's
one?
not.
Oh, no.
It has to be that wobbly because you need to have that give where you're going over bumps and stuff. And I'm going, you know, I don't know.
Well,
I
this
don't
one
know.
doesn't do the same thing.
So I'm going to ask them at the factory about that.
So the dealer told you that story,
Right.
but the factory now that you're going to go to Indiana and settle this
Right.
with the actual
With the
manufacturer.
manufacturer.
Yeah.
It's coming apart. The stitching,
What is-
the rope stitching, and then stitching in here
Oh my gosh! Already?
is all coming apart.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
So that's
And this
that's
is leather.
This is
Leather.
yeah, this is
Okay,
leather. So
alright.
it's all coming apart. This
But
here,
that shouldn't be. This shouldn't be falling apart already.
this screen here,
Oh, you could
You
see,
see?
it's off. Yeah,
is off.
you can
And,
see that. Yeah,
You know,
it
it's
doesn't-
off and it doesn't even fit.
Alright, so there you go. You see how unlevel that is? You can see. I don't know if you can see the gap there. It doesn't reach all the way into it. So there's something definitely not right there. That should be fixed too. Oh wow.
Yeah, the carpet underneath under here. See how it's coming down?
The carpet underneath her RV is coming undone. So it's, well, they were probably working on this. You think when they were working on the hood, they were getting it down there and they didn't attach it well? It could be it's, and then
Right.
they don't put the things back
But
in the
that's
right
sloppy
place.
work.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's sloppy work. They
That's
shouldn't be doing
sloppy work.
sloppy work. Especially since she's already complained. She's had several problems. If anything, they should have done a really good job of fixing that when they were finished fixing the hood. So that's another problem you have to address with them.
There's a couple of bay doors that when they're both open together,
Yeah.
they hook onto each other, and then I have to pull one over in order to get them closed. That's
Okay.
not right.
Yeah.
And when I go to close the bay doors, they should close the first time and not have to try and close them 4 or 5 times before they do latch.
Right. Exactly.
So that's going to be addressed
As well, okay.
at the factory.
Just want everybody to know, you have a 1-year warranty. You bought this in August, I think you said?
August of last year.
So August, brand new, and you bought this, and they have been giving you the runaround at the dealer
At the dealer.
At the dealer, right? So you're traveling and you can't go back to the dealer. So you've been trying to get it resolved in different places across the country, and they still giving you the runaround. But you also had the problem with the hood. That was another problem that you had with the hood.
And that started at the dealer.
Okay, that started with the dealer.
Because that was probably about 4 weeks after I had already had the unit and I was traveling.
Yeah.
And I couldn't open the hood.
Right.
I mean, both hands and leaning back,
Right.
nothing opened. I shouldn't have to do that.
Of course not.
So I took it in to the dealership, interrupted my traveling, went back to the dealership that I purchased the motorhome from.
Yeah.
I watched him through the window trying to open that. He couldn't.
Right.
So if he couldn't,
Right.
I
So you can't. And you need to, because you need to maintain your RV
Right.
when you're traveling down the
So
road.
they had to have a whole new unit shipped in,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was replaced.
In Tucson. That's when you went to Tucson.
Well, no, and I had that done in Oregon at the dealership.
Oh,
the reason
okay.
why I went to Tucson is because it wasn't put in right at the dealership.
Oh, okay. That part wasn't put in right. Wow.
The cable underneath was so loosey-goosey that the part that hooked onto the latch for the hood just popped right out. Because
Wow.
it was so loose.
Yeah.
There wasn't any
Tension.
to keep that into the latch.
Okay. But so far you okay with that though?
So far, that's good. That
They fixed that so
They
far.
fixed that.
Okay.
I had the very first problem I had with this coach was the electrical. 1 week, I noticed the electrical was the plugs. I have a lot of electrical plugs everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
see some. There's some over
they're-
here.
They're all up here. They're over here.
Yeah.
They're in the bathroom. you
Right.
know. Well, the electrical plugs will not work unless you're hooked up to electricity or your generator is going.
Right.
When they're ready, their little green light comes on. You know, you can see it's okay. So it's ready for me to
Plug in.
plug in. Green light wouldn't come on. Okay. Why? Turn off the generator, turn it back on, green light would come on.
Right.
Then the green light would stay on and I'm, you know, whatever it is, coffee pot or toaster or whatever it is. Halfway through it working,
It turned off.
it would turn off. Well, what? I took it back to the dealership. It took me forever to get them to believe me
Right.
because they have never heard of anything like this before.
Cuteness over here playing with the toy. I caught you. She got caught. She looked up at me.
So anyway, I was told I'm a new motorhome owner,
Right.
so I didn't know what I was doing. I was causing it to happen.
Oh. Ooh.
So I just said, "Excuse me?
Right.
Yeah, no, I can't make this happen."
Right.
I was not believed, and they said, "Well, we can't fix it if we can't reproduce it." And it wasn't reproducing.
Okay.
So I called Newmar, the manufacturer in Indiana, and
Yeah.
explained it to them. They said, "There's nothing that you can do to cause this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You tell them at the dealership they have got to go through the wiring and find the problem."
Right.
Well, when I told them that, I also told them, I said, "If you're not going to do it," I said, "I want you to take this rig back.
Right.
I don't want it. I want my car back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel safe in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one night I'm going to end up burning to death."
Right. Because it is an electrical problem. That is something major. Right.
Yes. Well,
And you're living full time in this. So.
yes. And so it took them a day and a half to find it. But they did.
Oh, okay.
Manufacturer, whoever the electrical person was that hooked up the main electrical wires, didn't strip the coating off the wires,
Mm-hmm.
and it was arcing.
Okay.
And that was just a fire trap.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was just arcing. And that was causing the plugs to work, not work.
Right.
So they got that fixed.
So
but
they
I
fixed
had
it.
to go
Did they
through-
apologize because they didn't
No.
believe you at first? They didn't
No.
even apologize to you.
No, but I had to go through, you know, it's like, come on, people, I can't make this up. Why did I have to do that? Now it's fixed. I haven't had any more problems
Okay,
with
good.
it. But I went through a lot to get them to listen to me. I
Right.
just
Do you
had to go
think
through
that
all
if you had a husband or a man with you, they would have treated you differently? Or do you think it's
Oh,
because you're a
absolutely.
woman?
Absolutely.
Do you feel that dealers listen to women, or do they take advantage of women when they're alone?
I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
When I had a problem with the electrical, absolutely it was a woman problem.
Right. Because they said that you caused it. That you
I
didn't know what
caused
you were
it.
doing.
Yes,
right.
and I
Because
didn't know what I was
you were a
doing.
beginner, right?
And I was a beginner. And then I needed to go to a motorhome school. And I looked at this young kid that was saying this to me. I said, do you know how incredibly insulting you are? I said, you know, if my husband was standing here and you said that to him, you'd find yourself on the floor.
Right.
You would never, ever say this to a man.
Right. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I said, how dare you? And he says, oh, I dare.
Wow.
Oh, he was. Yeah. So,
He's
you
full
know,
of himself. Wow.
At this point, it was taking advantage of a woman.
Right.
The man wasn't beside her, and
Right.
he wasn't talking.
Right.
She was alone, and she was talking. So, you know, she didn't know what she was talking about because she's not a man. A man would know more about this stuff.
Right.
So, yes, at that point, I did feel like I was being
You were being talked down to.
talked down to. I didn't know what I was talking about because I was a woman, and absolutely, and I felt that way too.
Right. And that's terrible that you would feel
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
hopefully Newmar will address all these issues, and Newmar will talk to their employees about the way that they're treating women in the future when they buy RVs.
Right.
Susan had told me that she also had issues with her GPS because she has installed GPS and it has to be updated, and she doesn't know how to do it. It's to be connected to Wi-Fi. So an RV park would be perfect for her to do every 3 months, make sure that her RV GPS is updated, but they haven't showed her how to do it. Did they give you instructions for that? No. And they gave her no instructions for that. So that's something she's going to have to take care of with Newmar and make sure that she knows how to work that. Did they give you paperwork for this RV?
Yeah, I had
Manuals and
paperwork
stuff?
for this RV, but you know, when they first gave me paperwork, it was in a great big black briefcase thing. It was schematics.
Oh, okay. No,
That's all
you
it
need
was.
the actual owner's manual.
I said, this doesn't come with an owner's manual. Oh, well, just go on Noogle and find it that way.
You need to have
And,
the manual.
and I said, no, I really want a manual.
Right.
And so one of the gals printed it out. And let me tell you, it took almost a whole ream of paper.
So you have it?
Now I have it.
Oh, okay. So will it have the instructions for the GPS? You don't know.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay. So that's
It's very vague. Even though it's a manual, it's very vague.
right.
Very vague.
Okay.
Newmar has all of the complaints. They have it all written down. It's
Right.
already in the service department, just waiting for me to arrive.
To arrive, and then you'll get done. Okay.
Right, right.
Well,
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm glad they're going to try to take care of it. So we'll follow up with Susan after the repairs and see if they took care of all her problems. All right, Susan. We wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Ooh. I'm so falling asleep. Yeah, that was comfortable. What's this? Stickers. Get yours by going to the description box below.